This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. I'm starting all my videos today talking about the elephant in the room, my face. I shaved the beard after 12 years or so, a long time, more than a decade certainly, that I've even seen my face. And now, unless you know me personally and seen me in public somewhere over a decade ago, this is the first time you're seeing my face. So again, like I said earlier, either you're welcome or I apologize. One of the two. Let's talk about Mike Johnson, new Speaker of the House of Representatives of these United States of America. A before little-known congressman from Louisiana who is a right-wing radical demagogue who doesn't accept the existence of gays and lesbians and transgender, just generally queer people in America. Thinks that we can pray their gay away, believes that through counseling, the immutable characteristics of their sexuality can be fixed, I guess. He doesn't believe in contraception. He certainly doesn't believe in abortion, even with no exceptions, just no abortion ever. His worldview really is that of that show on Hulu, the Handmaid's Tale. It really is. That's kind of his. Man is the head of the household, is the spiritual head of the household. Women should shut their mouths, and if they have any questions, they should ask the husband later because he is the man, and a bunch of patriarchal 1700s nonsense. I got a clip here where Shannon Bream from Fox News is asking him about the news that broke this weekend. I believe it was Roger Sollenberger from the Daily Beast, but some outlet did some digging and looked into his reports, the ethics reports, the financial disclosures that he is required by law to submit. Because he was just a no-name congressman, no one really got into this. But now that he's the Speaker of the House, they looked into it. And you're going to hear a lot of people say that he doesn't have a bank account. And I want to push back on that. It's very likely he has a bank account. He's not going down every month and picking up his congressional paycheck and then going down and finding a check cashing center and cashing it. It's likely he does have a bank account, but there's not the requisite money inside the account to list it on a form, on his financial disclosure form. Which means he doesn't have savings. I mean, he reports no savings account. No checking account because there's not enough money in there to disclose it. The United States House of Representatives Speaker, if Joe Biden dies and Kamala Harris dies, he's president of the United States and he's broke. How's he paying for everything? What kind of credit does he have? What kind of influence could be put upon him? What kind of pressure could be put upon him to garner a vote for this or put this on the agenda by a malign influence? That's the question here. This is from the Daily Beast. I want to read this, that Mike Johnson's household income puts him in the top 12% of earners in the United States. And it's extraordinarily rare for members of Congress to not list a qualifying bank account, let alone zero assets whatsoever. Zero assets. A meager retirement, like 5 digits, like 10 or 15 grand in his retirement account. This is financially irresponsible for a man who finds himself almost in the top tier of income earners in the country. And he was on with Shannon Bream. I'm bearing the lead here. Here's the clip of him talking to Shannon Bream on Fox News about this and giving a nonsense answer about how he's a man of modest means rather than actually answering the question about what in the hell's going on. Watch this.
But I have to ask you this because there's been so much made about it. Vanity Fair says this. What's up with Mike Johnson's very shady seeming financial disclosures? They say you've never reported a bank account or an asset on a financial disclosure form going back to 2016. Can you clear that up for us?
Yes, look, I'm a man of modest means, okay? I was a lawyer, but I did constitutional law, and most of my career I spent in the nonprofit sector. We have 4 kids, 5 now, that are very active, and I have kids in graduate school, law school, undergraduate. We have a lot of expenses, but I can relate to everybody else. My father was a firefighter, right? I didn't grow up with great means, but I think that helps us be a better leader because we can relate to every hardworking American family. That's who we are, and I think it governs and helps govern my decisions and how I lead.
Well, majority of Americans now say they're living paycheck to paycheck, so a lot of folks in the same boat as they try to figure out this economy. Speaker.
So it's not just me that is concerned. It's not just people like me in my position that are asking these questions. This is from that article, once again, the Daily Beast, where experts say that he made over $200,000 last year, and his wife took home salary from 2 employers as well. So why isn't there a bank account or any form of savings listed? Again, I believe he probably has a bank account. How does one exist without a bank account? With any fluid measure in our society today, our technological society. But how does he have no savings, earning over $200,000 a year, his wife working 2 jobs, pulling down 2 different salaries? Even if they have tuition to pay in college or whatever, why are they not fiscally responsible enough, given their positions, given the money they make? If you're out there and you don't have a savings account, this isn't an indictment of you, because you're not pulling down nearly $250,000 per year. You're not, listen, here's the other thing. Is people, they want to ask the question about his financial irresponsibility, yet he's supposed to lead us through, shepherd us through financial tough times and budget arguments and debates relative to funding the government. If he can't do it for himself, how are we expecting him to have the wherewithal, the financial wherewithal, responsibility to do so for the nation? It's a valid question. And if you're out there and you have bad credit, which, many people do, I have had in the past. If you don't make a lot of money and you don't have enough money in your account that would be required to list on a financial disclosure document, that's fine. You're not Speaker of the House of Representatives. You're not third in line, second in line, more accurately, second in line to the presidency, first being Kamala Harris. You're a private citizen. Further, and I think more alarmingly, is that this puts him in a position where he's vulnerable to exploitation or influence from, again, malign forces inside and outside of the United States. Look what we're seeing with the Supreme Court right now. Influence peddling by these billionaires who shower luxuries and gifts and trips upon members of the court. Supreme Court justices who then, in turn, rule the way of the billionaire and the billionaire's friends and the billionaire's business associates. It's a problem. That is why ethics is so critically important with our governmental officials. And, of course, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. A dumb shit may he be. I'm a man of modest means. Stupid. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail. Please keep them brief and don't leave me a series of 3 or 4 voicemails. They're just not, it's too much. It causes extra work for me, and that's not good. I already got enough going on. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always. Make that as long as you want. daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, Blue Sky, all of them. I'd love to see you there. Make sure you're subscribed. Like and share this video. All of that is very important to helping grow the channel and supporting the work. If you'd like to support the work, help produce this work monetarily, if you're not on a fixed income, if it's throwaway money, please consider supporting my work here. Join the channel memberships, $2 a month, hit the super thanks button, or even better, we're getting ready to do an end of the year gift on Patreon. You can become a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/idoubtitpodcast. How many times am I going to say Patreon inside of 3 seconds? Patreon. Anyway, I love you. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, as always, Be genuine. Take care of one another.